Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Craven
This
Engines
video is brought to you by
400
Craven.
at Homestead Miami Speedway. And we're back here for race 3 of 3 for the Napa Break Series Championship. See our beautiful cars lined up on pit road. And today I'll be joined in the booth by usual Mirage. And, well, we got some post-race or pre-race ceremonies to get to, not post-race. Let's get down on pit road and get started. Now, I don't know where the heck the thing.
Should be like a ID thing.
I don't know.
Should be like an ID you put in, right?
No, I'm talking about the. Talking about the flyover.
Supreme, unset me on fire, please.
I don't know where the flyover.
You're on fire.
I am on fire. Make it stop.
Thing's probably gonna be.
Okay.
All right. I don't know. Is it even in here?
I need to be TP'd back to the booth because
We don't even have a flyover.
smited me.
Okay.
Wow, that is.
No, we don't have a flyover. I don't see no plane.
Yeah, I do not either.
Interesting. I'm just gonna.
Alrighty.
Or just have someone sing it, Tysh.
We don't got nobody to sing this.
Yeah, King isn't here. He can't do it.
Hey man, let me sing the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, everybody out of their cars if you're not already. Nice, everybody just congregated. All right, and now we stand for our national anthem. And now we get ready to say the most famous words.
Let David
in
do it.
Motorsports. Once everybody gets in their cars. Get in your cars.
To say the famous words in motorsports. We got Florida native.
Shush.
David. Dog.
Start
All right.
your
Go.
I played that before you. Son. Engines firing. Here on pit road.
All right, Negroes.
Officials, when you guys are ready. And already. Mirage, I'm going to move.
And we are finally underway now for the Craven Engines 400. A 130 lap race to finish out Season 7 of the Napa Break Series here at Homestead, Miami. One of the most beloved playoff tracks here in the NAPRA. So, big field tonight here. 10 drivers, 4 of them looking for a championship. But really, unless we come to 15 warnings between the two of David and Radical, it may only be 2 searching for the championship here, and this will be a good time to look at our starting grid for tonight.
Yeah, sir. I'm going to move. Alrighty. We'll be doubling up this time to go green. Let's... Oh, I don't lag. Let's take a look at our starting order. Radical in the 10 car on the inside with the pole position. We have Michigan on the outside. And then we're going to have Bands starting row 2 on the inside. Who's outside of him, we have David in the 64 car. Then we have Nick in the 31. 51, 28 to 12. I'm not going through 48. And then the 99. So Bear Motorsports to round out the end of the field.
But now, very solid front bit of this pack here. Like I said, 4 drivers will be looking to take home the championship today. The 2 of them, Nick and Hernan, possibly a little bit down here, as their chances are not as much, but the pink lights are in the air, and time will only tell as we are into the Ohio Edison restart zone for the final time in Season 7 of the Napa Break Series, and we are underway. David here had a good start, especially in the back, but he's been overtaken by the 5 of Bands. Now Radical into the lead, and now almost 3 wide. Radical in the middle, now almost off the bumper of the 69 as well as we come into the backstretch for the first time. And Radical now pulling away from the 69 of Michigan with Bands behind them, followed by David. A very good start there, especially between these two. And now we are 2 wide behind them between Bands and David as well. And looking to make up as many positions as he can, keep that lead. The 64 of David is going to have to try his best here. But Michigan almost bouncing off the walls there, which was the side-by-side now between Radical and the 5 of Bands as well. Bands now on the inside, being followed by the 64 of David, and also the 10 being followed closely by David. Now, David's teammate and team owner, Michigan, in that 64 OnlyFans car, now leading the pack, and that's good for Dynaco Racing Motorsports, but maybe we need to see more out of David now as he's dropping back even more, and wrecking in the back.
We're going to keep it together.
And I believe that was Nick, Sierra, and also the also possibly Ethan involved, and the 48 as well of Russell.
I was going to say, I believe the 31 was the guy we saw turn sideways there off of 2. Side by side for the lead once again here. Ooh, Radical going to clear the 69. Here comes Bands to the bottom. Here comes the 51 and Hernan up here as well.
Wow.
5-car battle for the lead.
Starting to form. And still this little bit of pack here. Michigan, not known to be the cleanest driver among his peers, but down the inside he's going to go. And almost 3 wide, and it is 3 wide just off the bumper there. And now down the inside, and with 2 wide, still Radical's going to take the lead. But is he going to be able to sweep down inside enough? That was contact there as well. And I believe that was the 51 of Hernan. But now Radical still with the lead, followed by the 69 of Michigan, and even more contact between Hernan and the 64 of David, but David now pushed back, all the way back, went all the way down the racetrack.
3 wide!
Hernan, and they make it 3 wide as they come off a 4 onto the front stretch. Big contact between David and Hernan as well, and now side by side between Radical and Hernan. Lots and lots of action going on here at the front of this pack. Now Hernan down the inside, Radical has been pushed out, losing positions as crazy, and still now 3 wide almost in the middle of the corner, but now back to 2 wide. Michigan will take the lead of the race. And you saw a lot of contact there, and now as Hernan's going to try, maybe down the inside.
Bands making it 3 wide.
Ooh, and 3 wide. And Bands will just barely keep it together there, but now Hernan is now up into P2, but forced high and almost 3 wide there, and it was 3 wide for a second, and directly on his bumper also is Radical. Side by side now with the leader of the race of Michigan.
Ooh.
And almost, and onto the apron. Oh, those 3, Bands, Michigan, and Radical, and now 3 wide and
near
4
wide.
For the lead here at Miami. And it looks like it'll come out with Hernan and Radical battling for the lead. Hernan with that high line escape off of 4. And it looks like he's going to take that inside line as they come into 1 again. Hernan now leading the race for the first time. And now 3 wide behind him between David, Michigan, and Radical. David now overtaken his championship adversary. But now the 10 is going to try and strike back. But David's got a lot of help here. That 69 car, team owner, good friend, and teammate here. These teammates could mean anything to winning this championship, especially there was big contact there in the back. That was between the 31 of Nick and Bands as well, and lots of contact still between Bands and Nick.
Here comes Michigan back to the back bumper, the 51 almost, with the help of the 10 car behind him, starting to single out here a little bit, single file out a little bit.
And now still Hernan in the front, but just because they singled out doesn't mean that we won't see a lot of battling here, as the 10 will move the 69 out of the way, and they're still going to be side by side onto the front stretch. Michigan will get that high line, but it looks like down the inside is going to try both of these 2 playoff drivers here, playoff contenders, and
3
into
wide.
the side and 3 wide. Here we go, and it looks like David will keep it together here, but Radical with that high line, still 3 wide as we go down the back stretch. And now David to the inside. David now onto the apron. Big contact there between him and his championship adversary.
Wide.
And they're 4 wide. Nick, David, Radical, and also Michigan. And then Bands also trying to get in on the action as well. David still on the inside, still 3 wide as we come into 1 and 2 once more. And as we come onto the backstretch, it's going to be 4 wide again. My goodness, some incredible racing going on. Oh, big contact. And that is the 31 of Nick sideways on the backstretch. And losing lots of time there as a 31. But now it will be a drag race here between the 64 of David and the 10 of Radical. These 2 championship adversaries, 1 and 2 in the championship, but Hernan has taken the lead, also a championship driver, and these championship drivers going at it here, this huge pack in the front, and we're definitely going to see a lot of passionate fighting between the 64 of David as they're 3 wide once more, the 64 of David, the 10 of Radical as well, and also the 51 of Hernan, who has kind of just running away with this race, you could say. The 51 almost a second and still gaining time on the rest of this pack as they're coming into lap 13 here at Miami.
Oh, heavy contact between the 10 of Radical and the 28 car of Sierra. 3 wide once again, Radical, Nick, and Michigan. 1 out of 4 for the 69 there.
Yeah, the 69 definitely going to try and help the 64 as much as humanly possible here. Like I said, team owner and teammate. These teammates can be so crucial in this race, especially racing for a championship.
Ooh, more contact.
Like David and Michigan, and also Radical and others like Bands especially. These teammates can be so crucial in helping their other teammates win a title here, especially at Homestead, and lots of lead changes here, but it was Hernan now 1.1 seconds in front of the field, but he has been somewhat running away with this race. They're still fighting behind him, but I believe that was Michigan actually, almost sideways down the front stretch, but a bit of a long race here. This is just an intermediate track and 130 laps to go, and this could get long, and strategy, especially with the way the tires go on this racetrack, strategy will definitely come into play. And seeing the amount of strategy debacles we've seen already in the playoffs, this can go any driver's way to win the championship tonight.
Indeed it can.
And
ooh, heavy blocking for the 10 car from, I believe, the 28? Was it 20? Yes, it was.
yes, 28.
That was close for Radical. Radical's been doing very good so far, but look at David. David up to second after he didn't qualify too well on his typical standard, but he's up here in second.
Yeah, well, it was a 4-place gap between David and Radical at the start of the race. Now only 1 and the 10 for Blaze Technology Motorsports will most likely try and hunt down this 64, and he's gonna try and make a move now down the outside. Now down the inside is the 10 of Radical, and he's not gonna make the move stick, but he's got 2 more corners at least this lap to do it. And like I said, such a long race, anything can happen, and Radical definitely gaining time, and he is gaining time, and down the inside, Radical's gonna try it, but the 64's got that outside line. Big contact off the bumper there of David. Radical still behind him. Masterclass in defending going on by David here with that incredible use of the high line.
Ooh, look here, though, Radical gonna get to his inside. It's gonna be a good run off by David, though. Gonna clear him once again.
If anything, this is what we've been seeing so much from David just this year, and as well as especially in the playoffs, and even just right now, he is so incredibly good at taking that high line and making that exit work better than probably anyone on the grid here, and it's very, very hard to pass him, especially down the inside, and Radical might have to start switching up his tactics here to see if he can compete with that exiting corner strength of the 64. Still very long race.
Looking to check him up a little bit, because here comes a 28. I think we just saw contact in the back. Yeah, Michigan into the wall. I don't know if he was right hooked by the 31, but Michigan was up in the wall off of turn 4. Here comes Sierra underneath the 10 car.
Contact. Sierra still, but this high line has such an advantage, like I was saying, on the exit of that corner, and you just saw it there.
Oh, right there.
Radical getting that extreme push off the high line, and if you're able to weaponize that high line correctly, it's good for both overtaking and defending, and we've seen that from David and just now by Radical. Ooh.
Radical
Contact almost off the front bumper of Radical. Barely clear. That is some great timing there by both the 10 and the 64, and these two are definitely going to be going at it all night here.
Here we go again. Here's the 28. Gonna oh!
3 wide.
64
there
off
was
the wall.
Big contact. And off the wall goes the 64 Dynaco Racing of David, and directly into the 10, and there was nothing that he could do to, unfortunately, just put himself directly in the apron there on the back stretch, but luckily.
Big block from David there. Radical got the high line, got a great run off of 4. Here he goes to the top.
Ooh, Radical, is he going to be able to weaponize that high line?
David's going to clear him. Slide back in front of him. Good
Here comes Bands,
64.
maybe. And now the 10, side by side coming into this corner. Will they still be side by side coming out of it? Radical's got that inside line, but David's been able to weaponize the high line so well. Let's see who's going to be able to get out of it. Radical still in first. Now David pushing to the inside. Wow. And David will take it. An incredible crack.
Up into the wall!
Big contact from David and the 10 of Radical. David will stay ahead, and now Bands will weaponize that contact to bring him up into second place, and that is a warning for the 64 of David. Big contact, and you can't be doing that even to your championship rival.
No, you cannot. It's going to stack up the field here a little bit. We're going to have a lot of cars fight for position amongst these championship guys.
And even now, no. Big contact, and that was sliding sideways was the 28, and now 4 wide, and Bands was in the apron there, and still now David trying to make it 3 wide.
Oh, the 28's around!
And around goes the 28, and that is the 28 of Sierra. And unfortunately having a problem there with the car. Sierra, very unfortunate for him, and possibly out of this race as Radical is pushed onto the apron.
What's going on with him?
Radical, I have no idea what's going on with him.
Oh, he's fuel saving. Fuel. I think he was fuel saving. These guys are getting really low on gas. We're going to have green flag pit stops here.
I did now just
man,
notice
I did
that.
not realize how... It's already been 25 laps. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. And an unfortunate end to the race of the 28 of Alex Sierra, with some kind of problem coming out of turn 1 and 2, and unfortunately his race has been ended early for the 28 driver, hoping to see if he'll be able to get that car running again, but looking unfortunate for him.
Very unfortunate.
And we saw our first pit stop there. Very, very clean, quick pit stop for Radical. But we saw our first person into the pits was the 99 of Toddy. And we've known Toddy to weaponize that undercut very much. But I don't think I've ever seen him actually pit this early. It was around 5 or 6 laps actually earlier than most of the field. And then the next person to pit was Radical.
Ethan spun around, getting to pit road. Russell Vans in Michigan down into pit road. I believe Michigan... Maybe that's just the color of the car. Never mind, he did not speed. I believe they're all under their boxes fine. Let's see how they can get out here.
Yeah, Radical, very quick pit stop. And yeah, these pit stops absolutely crucial as David will now come into pit lane. 64 car.
See what he'll do.
And Hernan as well.
He's low right at 30 as he's coming into his pit stall. So can he get stopped in time? Yes, he will.
And now still back on the track is the 28 of Sierra. But unfortunately for him, 2 laps down now. And now clear to these green flag run pit stops. We've kept it, for the most part, clean, except for possibly a mechanical failure on Sierra's car and some issues coming into pit road. But it looks like there's a possibility we might even stack right back up here.
That's true.
With David, Slow, and also Nick and the 51 and all those other cars as well. All possibly could be getting stacked up here with 13 to go. Very long race, and these green flag pit stops will be crucial.
And yep, David's going to cycle out with a near 1 second lead here with 12 to go in stage 1. Great fuel strategy from the 64. I didn't think he'd put him out that far in front, but...
Yeah, and almost a second here. Hernan also came into the pits. I don't believe, apart from Ethan, we've had any kind of pit stop mishap like we've seen, but now coming to lap 30.
Oh, man.
Is David.
Look at how much time Nick has gained on him. I want to see what Nick and Hernan can do when they get up to David here. Hernan's clearly been the fastest car so far. He's been pulling away a little bit. Again, that was side-by-side battling for a lot of that time, but it'll be interesting to see what these guys do getting up to David. And don't worry, we will take a look at our point situation once we get to the stage caution. Don't worry about that. And now let's bring up our RPM rundown. Miami, 1.5 mile true oval, 18 to 20 degrees of progressive banking. Let's see here. You're going to need a versatile car. A versatile car equals a fast car. You're going to want to rip the top or ride the bottom. We'll see how long runs go throughout the night here. I mean, we've seen David trying to run the top here recently. We've seen a lot of bottom and middle lane runs. So, David versus Radical in every stage. Pit road perfection. We're going to need pit road perfection this whole race. We've already seen it so far, but we're going to need to keep seeing it. Any of these top 4, especially David or Radical, any mistake on pit road, and it could be your race. Your race to lose.
Yeah, 130 laps, and stages are 40, 80, 130. Yeah, that is the stage cautions. That's when the stage cautions will happen, and definitely looking for our strategy calls here. Like you said, we saw a lot of people up in the top, but this track is shown, especially we saw in practice and even in qualifying. We joked about it, but really it is a true fact here. And basically, what we are seeing a lot, this rip in the high line, it is tearing apart these tires.
It is.
And especially in qualifying, we saw you get about 1 lap of very, very fast tires, and then apart from that, for the most part, it is damage control on your tires for the rest of the race until you come in and stop again. And that was the 51 of Hernan sideways off the bumper of the 64 as we came across the line. Yeah, the 64 now leading this race, just being tailed by a couple more, and I find this very interesting. The top 4 and this pack up here are all playoff drivers.
Look at Nick and Hernan here, getting real close to him with Radical right on their tail.
Ooh, maybe some contact there between Hernan and Nick, almost off the bumper
Ooh,
there.
Here comes the 51.
Ooh.
David is going to play defense in these corners. On the top, side by side with a 31, 51 and 10 right behind him. Could see a nice battle for a stage win.
Yeah, all these stage points matter, especially if you're trying to fight for a championship here, especially if you're Radical, who's trying the inside of Nick. And like I said, especially if you're Radical, you need any amount of stage points you could possibly get, because oh no! And that is the 31 of Nick.
Around goes Nick.
Around he goes. A 31 of Nick, and he's still wrecked into 2. Very unfortunate for the playoff driver. Nick in that 31 car just spun round off the bumper of another car, and that would spell disaster for some stage points for him here. Very unfortunate for the 31 car, and it was off the bumper of the 51 of Hernan and Nick.
And that may have just done, or that may have just given David the stage win. We'll see. That checked up that whole pack. Hernan seems to be confused on why he got a warning. He's going to be blocking the 10, a Radical right behind him. Russell in that 48 car looking to come into this top 3.
And stage 2 here, we're still side by side between Hernan and Radical. Pit lane will be closed with 2 to go. And Radical, ooh, bit of contact there between the 51 and the 10. Let's see if the 51 can weaponize that high line, but there's contact between Russell and the 48 and the 51. And Radical doing an excellent job at defending here, but he's got a very good run. Hernan and the 2 to go, about to be the white flag for the stage here. And this is looking to be that David could win this stage here. And like I said, this is all you need, especially as David right here. You just need to maximize your points gap to Radical, and you just have to make sure that you can win this championship just by winning the race and not having to go out of your way and do anything else. But as we speak, the white flag for the stage is out, as they're going to come around 3 and 4 for the final time. David, with Radical just behind him, will pick up those extra points and lengthen the gap between him and the 10, and that is a crucial moment in the final race of the Napa Break Series season.
Yes, it is. Caution out here for the end of stage 1. And as we get under caution, let's take a look at our season recap and our point situation into tonight here in Miami. We see David, 64, Dynaco Racing, Honda, 5 wins, 10 top 3s, 12 top 5s, 20 starts. He's currently leading points coming into this race. Let's take a look at Radical. Radical coming in here, 3 wins, 10 top 3s, 14 top 5s, 23 starts. coming into the race, again, he is 16 points behind David. So, again, Radical's going to need good racing against a 64 to be able to win the championship by tonight. Let's take a look at Nick. 3 wins, 5 top 3s, 5 top 5s, 13 starts. And he is unfortunately eliminated from playoff contention, along with Hernan, who is also eliminated from from championship contention. He's got 4 wins, 5 top 3s, 9 top 5s, and 15 starts on the season. All 4 of these championship drivers have had phenomenal seasons. But it ultimately came down to the amount of starts, in my opinion. I mean, look at David. 20 starts. Radical, 23 starts. Hernan at 15. I mean, it just came down to starts here in the end.
And now we will be inviting up into the broadcast here a D1 driver who will be finishing off his D1 career tomorrow, and this is Supreme. So, Supreme, our kind of analyst today, what do you think we are going to have to see from each of these playoff drivers to get this championship going, especially David and Radical?
Oh, David's off to a really good start getting the stage win here. That's 10 points added to him. Radical climbs to second with 8 points added up to him. That puts his deficit at about 16 points. Radical's definitely gonna need to pull off to try and get a stage win here. You know, David somehow finds struggle here in stage 2, because if David puts up another top 2 stage or wins the stage, Radical's gonna have to put 3-4 positions behind or ahead of David in order to get victory here, in which his key to victory is to achieve the 20-point swing via stage wins, and David destroys that key by winning stage number 1, in which his keys to victory is to continue finishing in that top 5 for stages to keep that gap as open as possible. He currently still has 50% odds of winning this championship, with Radical still around 40%. Nick and Hernan both ran top 5 that second half of the stage. Nick unfortunately got wiped out with about 3 to go. Both of them have less than a % chance to win that championship, barring that David or Radical both get 15 warnings, which will forfeit their championships to act in place as a suspension. Hernan got ahead of Nick in that stage, finishing 3rd, which gives him a 4-point advantage, which allows Hernan to pass him in playoff points. So that puts him at, I believe, 50, not 50, but like, I don't remember, 103 points. Not 103, but 107 to Nick's 105. So Hernan off to a good start to basically lead in that provisionary championship battle. It's interesting to have 2 separate championship battles, with David already picking up a warning early in stage 1. So both Radical and David both have 14 warnings. If any one of them or both of them get it, then Nick and Hernan, one of them could swoop in for the win. So it's a very interesting 2-pronged scenario here, but hopefully the championship battle is really good.
Yeah, and Pink Lights will be out now, and that was Supreme, the number 18 car in the Napa Cup Series, who will be ending out his career in the NAPRA tomorrow at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Napa Cup Series race. And yeah, hopefully we will hear back from him later after the stage. And yeah, thank you for being here with us.
We're going to be coming to 35 to go here at the beginning of stage 2. Radical down the inside on row 1. David right behind him.
And Radical Gonna get some competition here from David, but now again into stage 2 we go, into the Ohio Edison restart zone, and we are underway once more
already.
at Homestead Miami
Ooh, David
Speedway.
trying to go
3
low.
wide.
Oh, Reckon!
No! Already turned around.
Around goes a
Reckon, and that
12.
is Ethan.
Into the pack he
Around
goes.
Ethan. And a huge pileup ensues in the back. Ethan is
Still
still going to be
Reckon.
able to hold it on, and there goes Bands. Also, still Reckon in the back.
We'll
And
stay
off
green.
the bumper of Bands as well, we will stay green. It looks like the 51 of Hernan relegated into 8th or 9th place here, and possibly
Ooh.
even more, unfortunately,
Look at David.
for the playoff driver.
Too wide for the lead between these two. David's going to have the advantage off of turn 2 as long as he can keep ahead of Radical. Look at Radical on the bottom.
Whoa!
Gonna sweep
And
up in front of him.
absolutely ripping the bottom is Radical.
Oh, big block too. Oh,
Going
gosh.
under the apron. Under the apron goes Radical, and still down through here. And now round the outside, Nick is going to try it. He's not going to make that work. And still 1 by 1 as we come off of 4 to lap 48 now. And David possibly trying the inside. He can't risk anything. He has 14 warnings. If you get to 15 warnings in the final race, you are eliminated from winning the championship, no matter how many points you get.
Indeed. Well, these two got to be very careful. David already 1 warning on the night.
Yeah.
Gonna have
and
to be
hopefully
insanely
he's going to be
careful.
able to keep it in one piece. Yeah, but that, if David... So, and in down the inside, and that could possibly be bad for the 64.
Oh, man.
He went all the way under the line, but
Ooh.
Radical now swept out to the outside. Is he going to be able to use that high line bump?
Depending
And
on your
now still
officials.
too wide.
Well, depending on your officials, that could have been... Oh, no.
Ooh, big
Nick
contact
and Radical.
between Radical and Nick.
Gonna hold it together.
And that will put Radical ahead, just ahead of Russell.
Woo. Back to what I was saying. That could have been the warning right there for David on the front stretch last lap that could do him in here. So he's going to have to be really careful here.
Ooh, and the 10
Oh,
has
wow.
a warning now. And we are going to have to look through this now.
What does that mean?
What could that possibly mean?
Oh, no.
All this.
Did that? Oh, gosh. Was Radical already at 14, you said?
I do not believe so, but we are checking now.
Okay. I want to make sure Radical wasn't at 14, because if that was 15, then Radical's done.
Yeah, and that could be the thing here.
Oh, no. We know David's at 14.
And we have gotten word that Radical, 10 car, the contender for this championship and the second favorite for the championship most likely, to David, 10 car with that warning has been put at 15 warnings, and Radical is out of championship contention.
Oh, gosh.
And that is the golden ticket for the 64. At this point, as long as he keeps it clean, he will be able, no matter what position he finishes in, he will be able to take this race and take the championship. Very unfortunate.
Oh, gosh.
For Radical.
Very, very unfortunate for Radical. Oh,
And Radical
gosh.
now in the 10. Wow, that is an unfortunate way
Oh.
you want to lead up to your race here at Homestead Miami.
Man, Radical on the race of his life, contending all season. Oh,
wow,
gosh,
that
that's
is-
unfortunate. I don't think we can appeal that either.
No, that is
just warning 15.
you cannot do that.
There's no appeal to that rule in place. Which that rule was set just, I believe, a week or two ago, prior to this race, by the high ranks of NAPRA. Since when you get to 15 warnings, usually it is a park. They said 1 race suspension. And so, you know, theoretically, without any rule, you could have just gotten warning after warning, as long as you don't get parked for the race. and still win the championship. So, yeah, I think it was a good rule in place. Just unfortunate for the 10 car. Now David just has to be as clean as ever. He's got no pressure on his plate at all.
And, you know, we were talking about how hypothetical that Nick, or maybe even Hernan, sorry, not Hernan, no, but Nick could win this championship if these two drivers in front of him get 15 warnings. And, yeah, this is incredible.
I guess I should have clarified in that recap that Nick and Hernan have a chance at the championship, just not under standard ruling. So, and we're not seeing standard ruling now. We're seeing Radical's already done for the season. So, I really didn't think we were going to see that. That's why I didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be fine.
Yeah, and Radical came into this race at 14 warnings, and that is not how you want to see your championship ending. And, yeah, that is incredibly unfortunate. Now, leading by over 800ths of a second, but there is nothing that he can do to win this championship anymore.
I mean, from my perspective, I feel like Nick and Hernan, I mean, the best shot they have is race the crap out of the 64, try to get him to race aggressive, try to get him to block late, do something that can get that last warning so they can become, you know, your possible next champion here in the NBS. I mean, they're just going to have to race 64 as hard as they can to try to get him another warning. I mean, it may be dirty, but that's really the only chance he got.
Yeah, and Nick and Hernan, that is the only chance that they do have. But, yeah, that is very unfortunate. And now, if we do look back at the rulebook on the 21st of February, that was last Saturday before the Napa Break Series race, a new rule was added to the rulebook that states, in the event that a driver in the Championship 4 reaches 15 or 19 warnings and win the championship on points, they will be forced to forfeit their championship to the driver second in points. And if the driver in second in points also reaches this threshold, it will go to the person in third, and so on and so forth. Incredibly unlucky for the 10 of Radical, and now still even pulling away. That is a sad way for your championship hopes to end.
Pulling away, having the best race, probably the most dominant race he's had all season. I mean, he's been fighting and fighting. Great lap times, and just, it's just very unfortunate for him. Hate to see it.
Yeah. Very.
But Nick has gotten past David for second here, but here comes David. Looked like he was going to try for the outside. He's going to hold off, though. Again, no pressure on the 64 car. He's also going to watch wall taps. I just noticed he tapped the wall there. You're going to have to watch for that, too.
Yeah.
One wall tap and you're done, too, and then Nick and Hernan are right back in this.
Yeah, normally, wall taps, you'll get a verbal warning as first.
Yeah.
And,
let me take a look.
David.
What is Radical's?
Oh, no!
What happened?
And wrecking in the back, and I believe that is Sierra and the 99 of Toddy coming together on the back stretch.
Oh.
And they have been slowed down a lot there, the 28 and the 99.
Oh, man, they're
just
really
off
slowed
the
down.
bumpers of each other. I believe I saw it in the background, but...
Oh, Sierra not happy.
Big crash.
Toddy apologizing. Sierra not happy. Gonna lose them a lot of time here.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at Nick's and Hernan's. Where's the one? Odd.
Yeah. And still can't really get over. We'll be talking about that a lot. Radical having the race of his life, just turned around a little bit there, and possibly not even intentional, and that's just a extremely bittersweet and very unfortunate way to get rid of championship hopes. But unfortunately, in stock cars, rules are rules, and no matter how much they can be bent, that's such a stone set rule that they legitimately just set 7 days ago for this championship race. And yeah, and it's just very unfortunate.
I cannot imagine what Radical is feeling right now as he's leading. I'm assuming he knows. I mean, I'm assuming officials likely told him that he's at 15 warnings, and I'm sure he knew he was at 14 coming into the race. So Radical definitely knows. I just want to know what he's feeling right now, honestly. He hasn't said anything. He's been racing on point still.
Yeah.
I think he just wants a bittersweet ending here.
Say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is incredible. I have never seen anything like that happen, and you got to really feel bad for the guy. But yeah, that is 15 to go now, coming to 14 in stage 2, and Nick now challenging Radical. But Radical is, if I was him, he's gonna keep trying to race as hard as he can, because yeah, try to get that bittersweet ending, because the performance he's been putting on so far is a great performance still, and fortunate that just because of some warnings he had to give it up there. But 64.
Honestly, Hernan's at 15 warnings now, so unless he gets parked, he will be in this race no matter what, as in warnings wise. Let's see, I just saw his. Where did it?
Yeah, the rule specifically states that if you are under 15 warnings and you hit 15 warnings, then you will be put out. But if you are at 15 warnings, you have to get as many as 19 warnings, so you have to get ejected from the race to not be able to win the championship. And this is what we're going to see in D1 as well, because Forza actually has 15 warnings.
Yeah.
And he can basically do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't get ejected. But now we're 3 wide for the lead here, and David down the inside, Radical pushed up to the top, and Radical dropping positions fast and into P4 for the 10. But Hernan now also down on the inside, and now a little line forming. Now Nick was pushed up to the top, and Radical coming in with Nick, and they're side by side in pit lane.
And a little last update on warnings here. Nick is at 17, so 2 warnings, and he will be done from championship contention as well. So
yeah,
he's only 2 away from that 19 warning threshold. 10 into his box just fine, I believe. Nick is in his box. I think that's Bands coming.
Seeing a bit of fighting between. Wow, we're seeing fighting now between Hernan and the 64 of David. And if David isn't able to keep it clean, and the rumor around the paddock is, especially after a move on the final lap a couple of races ago, some people are doubting his cleanliness, but we're going to definitely see him driving as clean as humanly possible. Yeah,
there's no doubt
that was
about
contact. And now Nick, a lap down, has been sent directly back into the front of the pack.
This could make things very interesting. Hernan off. He's going to come down the pit road along with the 48 behind him. See what Hernan can do. Over halfway through this Homestead Miami Craven Engines 400 NBS Championship. Into his box is the Sprite Cranberry car of Hernan. Russell, I think. Russell just had a splash and go. He's out.
Yeah, 9 to go. And people looking to stretch fuel as long as they can, but also strategy on tires as well. Here comes David into pit lane, which will lead, I believe, the 5 of Bands into the lead of the race.
I believe so.
Yes, and the 5 of Bands haven't really been talking about him much. He's been kind of the underdog to win this race here. But yeah, the 5... he has been pretty consistent here, running for the most part in the top 5, along with those playoff drivers. And Just that little send-off. Very unfortunate that his teammate knocked out of playoff contention, but into the pits comes the 5 without to go. And big contact there. The 5 of Bands into the pit wall. Huge accident on pit road and a slow stop for him.
That's
very, very unfortunate for Bands there. And the 5 directly into pit wall.
I'm seeing some chats on broadcasting. I don't really like the penalty system. I voted against it when it came to the warnings, but you know, it is what it is. NAPRA is a democracy. David way to the bottom, avoiding the 48, as to avoid any warning here again.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be talking about a NAPRA championship and warnings during a race so much.
Yeah, me as well. I never thought I would say Radical's name and unfortunate in the same sentence.
Yeah. Especially with how he's running.
But unfortunately, yeah, that is how we'll end this race. And now, just getting reports out here, the 28 of Sierra. The 28 of Sierra has unfortunately DNF'd from the race after a mechanical failure with that car. Unfortunate way to see him end his evening. But the 28 no longer in the race. And now coming to 5 to go. And down the back stretch. And David trying to pull away from a back marker here of Russell. Russell, he's he has been running pretty well these past couple of races, and some people were even saying before the race that if no playoff driver were to win, then Russell would be their favorite, and he's definitely been the people's favorite even throughout these playoffs, especially with these 4 drivers, and he's definitely been very consistent. Got his first win at Elwood in a non-broadcasted Wreckfest a couple weeks back. But, yeah, unfortunately running last for him, apart from that one DNF car. David will lead us to 3 to go. And he will be followed by Nick, Hernan, and Radical will be in 4th. Now, back to the one wide racing that we all know. And, oh, a little bit of game lag there for me.
Personally, if David is not the one to win this championship tonight, no offense to Hernan or Nick at all. They've had, again, great seasons. But this will be a major, major bust for a end-of-season result, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As in just how the points works out.
And I was going to bed last night. I actually said, please don't let this be a race that comes down to warning systems. And unfortunately, I don't think God heard my message as he Radical. Now, but to the white flag comes David looking to sweep the stages, but the 31 of Nick is directly on his tail. And seeing if Nick could possibly pick up these extra stage points that he would want if David were to get to 64. I said his name instead of 15. I said his number. If David can get to 15 warnings as well, and David, it's going to be pretty close here as they come to the final front stretch for the final time in stage 2, and David will sweep the stages here in Miami. Caution comes out, and the pace car is on track. And a 1, 2, 3, 4 for our playoff 4 drivers still.
Indeed.
David sweeping the stages here, and with this performance, anything can happen. I mean, we've seen so many upsets, we've seen so many changes and things going on, and yeah, anything can happen here, especially on these restarts can be so chaotic, and David could earn that final warning without even having to, without having to do anything, really. I mean, sometimes even if you just, like, get caught up in a wreck or something else, and, yeah, anything, definitely anything could happen.
What an upsetting race for Zenko. David out in front again after sweeping this race thus far with a great stage 1. Honestly, his fuel strategy in stage 1 what got him that stage.
Yeah.
David's been building up speed.
Yeah, and now bringing back up to the broadcast Supreme down here trackside with our officials. Tell me what's going on here with the situation with Radical reaching 15 warnings, and how much David's going to have to conserve his cleanliness here coming into the final stage of this race.
I think David plays very conservative this last stage. He currently also has a 20-point advantage over Radical as we speak. And Hernan and Nick are tied in their point situation right now after Nick finished second. So if David gets a 15th warning, we're gonna see Nick and Hernan, basically whoever finishes ahead of one another, win the stage here, win the championship here. But we'll just have to see what David does this final stage.
Yeah. So if David reaches those 15 warnings, will it be a battle between the 31 and the 51 then?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so definitely looking to see who can finish off this race again. Our trackside reporter with the officials here, Supreme, thank you so much for joining us here on the stage caution. And now, coming back to the caution again, and hopefully going to be able to get normal racing done soon. Looks like gonna be 1 or 2 more laps under caution.
Will likely be going green with about 45 to go to start stage 3. 45 to go in the race, that is, give or take. I think this is going to be a very interesting green flag stint. I mean, we've seen a lot of good racing. We've seen a lot of different lines progress throughout the night as we get into the tire run and fuel run. So I think it's going to be a very interesting end result, because we have not had one caution for incident yet. May have got close once or twice, but I've not gotten there yet. I don't see there being a caution for incident, really. It's going to be hard at Miami. But again, we'll see. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, and you don't want that to be on your reputation. You don't want to be the title decider by being the one that causes the caution here. And now, we're actually gonna get confirmation when they come across the line one more time. But following the pace car in the Mactonite car in the 12 is Ethan. Following that pace car, and yeah, Ethan in the 12 car. I don't believe I've said his name apart from that wreck that happened when we concluded stage 1, but Ethan, it appears, will be leading this race, as with the pink lights are on now, and he will be on the front row.
Indeed. David and Nick.
And that is surprising.
Yeah.
He's going to have to fight hard to keep up in this front pack here, but going to choose the outside here. Ethan hasn't been running too well. I mean, he's actually been the center for a lot of wrecks coming into tonight, but definitely looking to change that, turn that around, possibly get some kind of reputation here amongst these championship 4, maybe break up the pack, stir up something here. But pink lights are out. Yeah, especially that wreck.
45 to go in the race. The beginning of stage 3. David on the bottom. Ethan, your control car on the top. Ohio Edison restart zone. Green flag is out for stage 3. Only 2 cars on that top lane.
Ooh, very, very slow start for the top lane, yeah. And Ethan now falling all the way back. And Michigan's the only one that's going to be able to help him. Ooh, and Radical almost sideways there.
And on 2 wheels! With Radical!
Radical hit a jump. And that was a crazy first couple of corners for that 10 car, but now running P3. And Nick has taken the lead. These top 3 are playoff drivers.
Oh, wrecking!
No! And all the way in the back, they are wrecking once more.
Caution is out for Instant, and I jinxed it.
Is out, and it appears we have jinxed it, and that is
He
Ethan.
flipped! There's tire
Ethan
marks in the air.
12 car.
Oh, I didn't get that on
Big
stream.
wreck in the back of the pack for the 12 car of Ethan. And I don't know how this is happening, but we talked about him being the center of so many cautions now, but now relegated into the back of the pack as the 12 of Ethan. Very unfortunate for him. And caution flag is out. Pace car will be out as well. And Nick was the one leading the field when the caution happened. So, yeah, that is a possibly commentator's curse for the 12 of Ethan. And this could be a very interesting... This could be a very, very interesting Stage 3. I would just like to point that out. And we are most likely going to go green with 40 or 38, 39 laps to go. And, yeah, this bit longer Stage 3. And it's, this is where we see all the action happen, really.
Yep,
this is where we see... This is where we see that possibility of penalties. This is where we see those wrecks going on. And, yeah, we saw all of that happening.
I mean, as we get to the end of a playoff race, especially the last race of the season, the championship, the 3rd championship race, getting down to the end of this race, even if you're not a playoff or a championship contender, you're going to race aggressive. You're going to want that final win of the season. You're going to want the spotlight. You're going to want to end your season off on a high note. And we're going to see a lot more contact. We're going to see more aggressive driving. We're going to see possibly new lines, 4 wide, 3 wide. We're going to see a lot from here on out for the rest of this race, for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, Armstead, some people compare it to Charlotte in the width of the track here, because this is a... Pace car almost spun out. This is a... This is a very small track when you take into consideration the width. Obviously, 3 wide is possible, and even 4 wide on some occasions, but definitely, if one car in the front wrecks, then there's a possibility that... Oh no, speeding in the pit lane for the 69 of Michigan. Yeah, but if one car wrecks in the front of that pack, that could possibly... that could possibly cause a Daytona-style pile-up, which would be pretty funny to watch, but not fun for the drivers.
Going to be seen under 40 to go on this restart. First incident caution of the night. Looks like Nick is going to file out to be the control car and the leader on this restart, with Toddy and Russell, Bear Motorsports in 2nd and 3rd behind him.
And, yeah, 3rd caution. First incident-related caution of the night.
Besides the points battle and the warnings on the night, this has been a very, very great race. I mean, Miami's been great for the last 2 or 3 seasons in the NPRA, and it's living up to its name tonight. We've seen really good racing, really entertaining, fun to drive as well.
Yeah, and like I said at the start of this race, this is a fan favorite track in the playoffs, and just as a racetrack itself, Homestead, Miami.
Yeah,
people love this track, and you can definitely see why. The racing that we've had, unfortunately, one of our drivers' playoffs contentions cut short by penalties, but apart from that, if that wouldn't have happened, this is just an incredible race, and Yeah, this is hopefully seeing more action to come to round out Season 7 of the Napa Break Series.
Exactly. And just like I said, last season at Miami, after we had a crazy weekend last season, Miami Madness. I mean, that's what Miami produces, Miami Madness. I mean, we've seen it already with Radical being eliminated from contention. And we're going to see it from here on out. 39 to go on this restart. Nick is going to lead us to the Ohio Edison restart zone. Green flag back in the air. The Craven Engines 400. Very slow start for the bottom.
Looks like the 99 of Toddy will lead us into turn 1, but definitely going to be looking, especially in the back of this pack here, as they're almost 3 wide already, 2 wide on multiple occasions between the 64, the 10, the 51, and the 5, and mostly spreading out now. Hopefully no big wrecks happen, but still 2 wide on many occasions here, and it appears that Toddy will still be leading us here, but now down the inside is Russell.
3
Ooh,
wide.
there was a little bit of contact.
Was 3 wide for a moment there.
Yeah, Russell, like we were talking about earlier, possibly
Oh, here we go again.
fan favorite for non-playoff driver to win this race, but they're 3 wide. Now a playoff driver coming through. 31 of Nick.
Oh, he's going to
Russell.
pitch the 48 and 12 up into the wall.
Wow.
Here comes Ethan
that
diving
was
in deep,
close.
going to bounce off the wall. Nick's going to do what he can to catch a 99 for the lead here. Here comes David, getting blocked by the 48.
Yeah, but also Nick trying to get past Toddy in the 99 for possibly this win. And
He's going to have
if
a
any
great run.
controversy happens in the back with David, not Ethan, Nick, 31, will definitely need any point he can get. Now still 2 wide, multiple occasions, even in the back between Michigan and Bands.
Oh, heavy contact.
And heavy contact, and that was Radical, David, and Ethan all coming together on the front stretch.
Here comes Nick, trying to clear the 99 off of
Ooh.
2. He's not quite going to get there.
There's a tad bit of
Big
contact
push
there.
from the 12.
64 almost off the bumper of the 10, now side by side on multiple occasions, still racing.
Oh, look at that. Push from Ethan to the 99.
Yeah,
3
Ethan
wide.
now still running up in the front with still 3 wide.
Oh,
no!
Toddy
Ethan
almost hooking
into
the
outside
31.
wall. And he almost whipped it around
Oh,
there.
man, that was scary.
Oh, big contact between
3
Michigan and Radical.
wide.
3 wide once more. Incredible racing here at Miami. And Radical almost into the infield, but now all over his back bumper is the 51 of Hernan, still 3 wide.
Look
In
at
the
the
back.
stack up on the bottom. We had 6 cars bumper to bumper there.
Oh,
in turn
and almost
4.
4 wide.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Toddy
even more
bouncing
contact
back
there
and forth.
between the 99 of Toddy and the, I believe, the 69 of Michigan and the 99 of Toddy came together on the front stretch. There was contact there as well between Hernan and Ethan.
Oh, look at this block from Radical. Trying to force a 64 way down on the track surface. Oh, 64 are going to get
Around the
slowed up.
outside
3
now,
wide.
And still on the outside, can Radical use that high lane boost that he gets? Incredible jump here. Is he going to be clear of him? No, he's not. Down the inside is going to be David now, and 3 wide. Ethan's
my.
trying to scoot his way in there. 3 wide, and we're still racing like normal. David's going to push through. Here comes Hernan.
This is why it's
Still
Miami
making it
Madness.
3 wide down the backstretch. Almost 4
Almost
wide.
4.
Hernan's gonna go down the
Oh,
inside.
my.
Oh, big contact. 3 wide now. Hernan almost sideways onto the apron with the 51. 4 wide. And 2 wide multiple occasions. Almost still 3 wide here. And almost off the bumper of the 12 went Radical almost sideways coming onto the front stretch. But now still the 64 and the 10 now battling each other as well.
4 wide.
And 4 wide in the back.
Is it
Again.
going to work? Oh, they're going to file
Oh,
out.
no.
Surprisingly, it's going to work. 64 and the 12. Ethan, David side by side.
Since the restart, there have been no serious incidents, but we've been 3 wide and 4 wide on multiple
man.
occasions.
This is the most aggressive
Ethan.
we've seen him.
Yeah. Stage 3, we talked about how much this could get aggressive, and 3 wide on multiple occasions now. He talked about how aggressive
Oh,
these
four
drivers
wide.
are going to have to be. Oh!
Four wide
almost
again.
around.
Oh, no, Bands! All
And
the way down
Bands
to the
in
apron.
5.
What
And
a race.
Toddy went down onto the apron. The 64 almost went round. Toddy almost went round again. Bands almost went round. Lots and lots of contact. No serious incidents yet. Still 3 wide. And now the 12, the 64, still going to be going at it. Maybe through here. 99 tried to squeeze in, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah, ooh.
Oh, now the 99.
Oh, no, the 99's
there
around!
goes Toddy! And Toddy in the 99 car. Hard hit, and he will be
Man.
relegated into the back of the pack. Unfortunate for Toddy. And the 12 now of Ethan with a warning. Off the bumper of the 12 of Ethan was Toddy in that 99 car, and that could have ended very badly indeed if he would have
Ethan's
kept on
gonna
that gas
push
by
the
accident.
64 up into the wall. Gonna sweep by him. David 3 wide with Michigan and Bands off of 2 there. He's gonna clear him with a great run off the top. Gonna go try to cross over in Ethan. Ethan's gonna block.
Yeah, lots and lots of
Oh, 4
action
wide!
going on 4 wide. And now back to 2 wide on multiple occasions.
Oh, Ethan.
Oh, and almost off the bumper there. Big contact between the 64 and the 12.
Ooh. Nearly round 2 for Ethan. Oh, gosh.
I'm going to need some Ricola cough drops after this because the racing going on is incredible.
Miami Madness, I'm telling you. I knew this was gonna happen.
Wow. Like we said, we're going to see a lot of aggression coming out of these drivers, especially now in this 3rd stage. Even if you're not racing for the playoffs in the championship floor, you will be racing.
Oh, no!
Big hit into the
Oh,
outside
no!
wall, and that is Bands.
That is surely
Huge
gonna be a
impact.
caution? Maybe not? What?
And no caution.
What?
Out, but a huge, huge impact.
You're kidding.
And
Caution,
is
late
finally
caution.
out, and pace car will be out.
Oh my gosh.
Huge wreck for the number 5 of Bands on his side. And almost
Oh
hard hit into the outside wall.
gosh.
And it was Ethan caught up in there as well. And my goodness, huge hit.
Gosh, the camera was just panning away, and I just saw the 5 car on his side right before pit road. I think it was a clip in the wall. Either way, violent hit.
Yeah, that was, and if you ever
Gosh.
see that was an incredible hit there for the 12 of Ethan as well. What really happened was, Ethan, he saw a gap in between the 69 of Michigan and the 64 of David. He tried to scoot up the track just by a little bit. He didn't judge his exit enough and just got caught up on the bumper of that 69. Both of them hit the wall, and just wrong place, wrong time for the number 5 Blaze Tech driver. And, yeah, the number 5, wow, huge hit into the outside wall. He went back down on the track and hit the inside. That is our 2nd wreck-related caution tonight. And just like we were talking about, this was the aggression that we were seeing. Ethan tried to go for a gap that really wasn't there. And another warning for him now, and that was possibly some unnecessary aggressive driving from that 12 car.
Yeah.
My goodness,
oh
25
gosh.
to go. That is an incredible hit. And he almost went in the air there. I believe, yeah, and I'm looking at the replay that I was given. He just got squished in the inside wall, and then his back end just lifts up. It just gets squashed under the 69 of Michigan. And he does get 2 tires in the air for around half a second, and then Michigan spins, Ethan spins, and then also I believe Toddy was innocently caught up in that wreck as well. My goodness, as we see most of the crowd funneling into pit road now.
Indeed. What a wreck, and again,
Wow.
we'll see more aggressiveness after this restart. I mean, this is your money stop right here. I mean, oh, this is going to be close if they can make it. I believe we pitted between, I think the pit window in stage 1 was 23 to 26 laps through. So on this restart, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little closer than what we think. Well, I don't know. It depends when we get restarted here. I think we're all gonna be good.
We saw 31 of Nick just a couple weeks ago. He was able to make that strategy work, but really for him it was those tires that were the problem. But here, even with fuel, if these drivers are going to be able to discreetly save their fuel in any way, and I believe that's Radical turned on the bumper of Nick, if these drivers are able to save their fuel in any way, shape, or form, and do it discreetly enough that they can keep on the pace, then that could just be the element to winning the Season 7 Napa Break Series Championship for these guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Dover was a huge race for Nick off of strategy. We saw him, what was it, stage 2, I think it was? He had a wall ride because he was out of tires. And it helped him points-wise, so. We could see a similar situation coming to the end
wow.
here.
That was incredible amount of contact.
That was... I just
cannot
caught it like right
that.
behind the ticker. And I just saw bands flying in another car. I'm assuming it was Ethan. Just slammed the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I reacted to it as quick as possible because I believe I was looking at the 64 of David at the time, and so I saw what is just in front of them, and yeah, I reacted pretty early to that because I knew both of them would be pretty hard on the wall, but I didn't notice that 5 would actually get caught up in that, because that 5, incredible impact for him. Wow, that is... I have not seen an impact like that in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while for me as well. Like, gosh, that was... Ooh.
Yeah. Wow. That is a absolutely incredible wreck. And yeah, if you look closely at that 5 car of bands, there's a bunch of duct tape all over it, and a very interesting scheme choice for today. That is not gaffer tape, that is his scheme. Unfortunately ironic for that 5 car for Blaze Technology Motorsports, but pink lights are flashing and pace car will be in this lap.
21 to go here in Miami. Nick on the bottom, Ethan on the top. See if the top lane can get a better restart. We have more cars coming to the restart zone. Green flag is out. 21 to go in Miami. Great start for the 31.
Incredible jump for Nick. And still too wide, 3 wide in the back between Ethan, Bands, and Radical. You know what happens when Ethan and Bands come together, we just saw it. Oh, and 4 wide there too, actually went onto the apron. Toddy and Radical as well. Oh, and into the wall was Ethan there as well. And 3 wide, multiple occasions. 2 wide, also multiple occasions. Nick running away with this race. And Ethan as well into the outside wall. Maybe a little bit of revenge tap there from the 5 of Bands. But now all the way in the back of the pack.
Man, I think Bands just tried to wreck him there. Bands just slammed up to the outside right behind the 12 car. I want to watch how this plays out.
Yeah.
Ethan side by side with Russell in the 48 car.
Only still people side by side, and we're going to try and keep looking for these battles going on. David is going to try and fight for the lead here.
Here's Radical.
Definitely.
Oh! Big block from Michigan. Radical trying to look past him! It's going to turn the 69 into the wall, slow him down a lot. Chain reaction.
And even more
contact everywhere throughout the field.
Contact between Radical, Michigan now with a warning, and then also went in and 3 wide now between Ethan, Bands, and the 48 of Russell. Ooh, big contact between Bands and Ethan. Possibly some tempers flaring between these two. That's not what you want to see in a championship race like this. That could switch up everything if there's a caution now. Oh, and we're gonna keep seeing if now Ethan around the outside, now 3 wide.
See, 3 wide. He's
and
gonna
even
go back.
more contact there.
He's gonna go to last right now.
Side by side.
Let's check
And
back
Radical.
in. Our championship leader, David. 2nd place. Equal distance between the leader of Nick and Hernan behind him.
Ooh, and
Oh, 3 wide on the front.
Contact. And Michigan as well.
Oh, gosh!
Michigan loses it on the entry.
Oh, around goes a 48!
And around there
And around goes
the
Ethan.
48.
He's gonna hold it together.
Wow. 48 of Russell. Going around and around off the bumper of the 12 of
my.
Ethan.
Body and bands with some contact here. Here comes Radical,
Yeah,
trying to split
Radical
it 3
as
wide
well.
almost.
Ow. Lots and lots of racing going on, and this is real racing. These are no guys, just amateur karting here. We're searching for our 7th champion of the Napa Break Series. And looking at that now, Nick in the front of the field, but David contesting him. And if Nick wins right now, it still won't be enough for David, because David will most likely take that championship. Even if Nick does win and David finishes 2nd, David will take that championship from him.
Yeah. David and Hernan slowly making their way up to this 31 Best Buy Mustang. Hernan has arguably been the fastest car all day when he gets out into clean air. And unfortunately, we've seen Radical with a little bit of a fall off after stage 2 there in that morning. I feel horrible for him.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And that's, yeah, if you are just now joining us for the Craven Engines 400 here at Miami, this is the final race of the season, and our championship contender, our 2nd place championship contender, Radical, who was having the race of his life, fortunately reached the limit of 15 warnings and had his championship trophy taken out from him. Unfortunately now, David is basically, if he doesn't get that last warning, he is the only person to win the championship now. No matter where David finishes in the pack, he will win the championship. $13 to go, coming to 12 in stage 3.
Got a nice stack up 3-car battle for the lead. Bumper to bumper. David and Hernan looking to get past Nick for the lead as we come to 11 to go. Side by side, David's going to have a great advantage on the top of the run. Going to get blocked off by Hernan. Back to the bottom. Crossover move. He's going to try.
Right crossover by the 54.
Going to get to the back of the 31 here. Under him almost, it looked like.
Ooh, wow. And even a little bit of bumping there going on between the 51 and the 64.
Gonna just get up.
11 to go.
Run in there. We are running out of laps.
Yeah.
Fuel's gonna be close, but I think we can all make it.
David still wants to win this race. I believe he does know that wherever he finishes, he will win the championship.
Yes.
He's not just looking for the championship, he is also looking to round out this season with an absolute bang.
Yes, he is. I mean, David went from nothing to something. He went from an inactive Air Motorsports Cup Series driver to a breakout season with Dynaco Racing and Honda here in the Napa Break Series. And surely David is going to be known as one of the best D2 drivers in history of the NBS in all of its 7th season.
Yeah, and this is, some people might take Season 7 as just another season, but these playoffs have been crazy as we are in the single digits now. Lap count is running out here, and the 4 playoff drivers, only 3 of them in contention, are now up in front. Okay.
Radical's now looking to join this battle as well. If Radical can get a win here, it'd be bittersweet because he should have won the championship an hour ago, but, you know, he can still win the race to at least have a bittersweet ending here. Although Nick is pulling away from David and the rest of the group here. Maybe Nick was just saving some fuel, saving some tires the best he can, and maybe he was given the clear by his crew chief to go all out for the rest of this race. Check throughout the pack here. Not really much going on. Jeez. Little tongue twister. I mean, the closest thing we have is just this, basically the top 5 in a little battle, top 4 in a battle here. That's really all we got going on. Most spread out the field's probably been all night, honestly. But again, it's been an insanely great race here for the NBS here at Miami. Miami Madness has lived up to its name, and I'm excited for next season. You know, we're gonna have
me as well.
The same point system, even better cars, more drivers. It's gonna be great.
And coming to 6 to go now. Looks like
we have tryouts coming up.
Oh yeah,
mid to end point of March. Want to let that be known. Sorry.
If you are on the awaiting tryouts, March 21st and 22nd public tryouts for the Napa Breaks and Cup series.
Indeed. And if you need private tryouts, those are always an option.
And now, David, as it seems, looking to be the one to win. And yeah, we are 5 to go in stage 3 and in the final race of the season 7 of the Napa Break series. As long as he keeps it clean and doesn't get that last warning, David will win the championship here at Miami. And,
I'm sure
yeah.
David's heart rate is probably going up. He wants to stay green, and he wants to be as clean as he can. Sure, he wants to win the race, but again, one warning. Oh, can do him in contact between, I think, the 51 and, was that Michigan? Yes, it was.
Yeah, 51 and the 69, yeah.
Yeah. Michigan's now going to be side by side with Bands. Way up the track, mid to high line goes Bands in the 5. An unmarked 5. Interesting look for Bands this weekend.
Yeah. No sponsors on that car.
There's no even Ford on the front. I don't know what's going on with that car, but I just now realized there's no car decals on the front. Looks like a street stock.
Yeah, it does. 3 to go.
Now let's check back Miami. On Nick. It's also unfortunate for Nick. I mean, coming in tonight, eliminated from contention under, again, regular standards here. So Nick could have a comeback win here. Let's see, Radical and Nick, I believe, or not Nick, Radical and David, yeah, sorry. With a battle here for second, 2 to go. Can Nick hold him off? I think David's just trying to avoid any car right now. He's only got 2 laps to go to get away from warnings.
Yeah, David, he does, at this point, he obviously wants to win the race, but he doesn't care where he finishes at this point. He's already secured the championship as long as he just keeps it clean here. And speaking about keep it clean, he's doing a pretty good job at it as we come into 3 and 4. 2 to go, coming to the white flag. Nick.
3 wide and back.
Nick has kind of run away with this race so far, and now...
Oh, Radical blocking him to the bottom.
Ooh, Radical, big block.
Oh, gosh. As we come around, though, David, again,
as we come around.
Nothing to something. He went from an inactive, relatively low-tier driver to now just 2 turns away from winning a championship.
It's incredible now. Radical is so unfortunate for him. Radical with 15 warnings, but now the 64 car will come across the line. You're looking at the Season 7 Napa Break Series Championship. David comes home in 3rd and will win the Napa Break Series in the 25-26 season.
What a season for David. What a season for all of these drivers in the Napa Break Series. Great season for the league in general. Very, very exciting. Nick will win the Craven Engines 400 in that Best Buy DSR Mustang. David in the 64 Honda Accord will win the Napa Break Series championship here in the 25-26 season. 7 seasons of this league, or of this series, and David is your first Honda to ever win a championship as well. The last Toyota championship and the Cup Series was season 1, I believe. So, even Toyota is nowhere to be seen. Great race.
And a double burnout we will see.
May see a triple. We got Michigan down here.
31. Yeah.
That'd be the first triple burnout in Napa history.
Yeah, this is one of the most crazy races that we've been through here, and unfortunate what happened with Radical, but David, he's been putting on such incredible performances this entire year, and just such a great year. Such an incredible year for the NAPRA, the Napa Break Series, just everyone in general, and David will be looking, especially, this will be one of the best moments in his notebook, and
sure.
I will not doubt that one bit.
Great double burnout here between competitors. A winner and a champion. And Michigan got flung for whatever reason. Could have had a triple burnout, but whatever. Oh, in there.
And there goes David.
There goes David. To the sky. He almost hit
and
me.
Ascending into heaven is the 64. That's a really good band name.
And I believe... Oh my gosh! His car is just a bomb falling out of the sky.
Oh, and he's still bouncing.
Oh my gosh. I believe Supreme and Torino both called it that it will be a non-championship driver winning Miami tonight. And yeah, they were right. And for whatever reason, Ethan's car is instantly spinning. Assuming he left in the car. It's just... I don't know.
No, he's still in the car.
Oh, what?
But yeah, it's such a great way to end off the season here. And I mean, I could probably have asked for a better way to end this season, but sometimes you get what you're given, and the 31 of Zach, as well as the 64 of David, they both will not be complaining. David, most likely our favorite here for the championship, especially talking about these so many things, and like, David has been one of the most consistent and one of the best drivers in the Napa Break Series over these past couple months, and especially just showing this incredible feat, especially in the Napa Break Series. And I mean, this championship is no joke to these drivers, and especially it's going to be for David here. This is going to be something that he's going to keep with him forever. And incredible end here, and David earning it down on the front stretch as he has earned it. And bit of emotional ending for some here. You really can't do anything.
I don't know how they do the normal smoke. I was trying to smoke him, but it did not work. Nick is in victory lane for the Craven Engines 400 tonight. David. Oh my gosh. We have a bomb going through victory lane. Still burning it down, taking all of it in here is the 64 car of David.
Yeah, I was attempting to talk about how much of a ending this was, especially for Radical. It's unfortunate to him, but unfortunately these rules are so set in stone that yeah, it's just great. David, I'll not be complaining. Blaze Tech fans most likely will, but this incredible day for the number 64 of David. Stay with us for post-race ceremonies here at Homestead Miami Speedway. with the Craven Engines 400 winner and the championship winner for the Napa Break Series in Season 7.
The confetti worked in studio. Yeah, okay, studio just likes breaking stuff again. What the hell? I don't know. Okay, well...
I can interview Nick, if you like.
So, yeah, Torino, I'm assuming...
Yeah, what's up, man?
I know the confetti worked in studio when I tested it. I guess my studio's weird with glitches. And I think I know what happened with the trophy. Whenever the last person doesn't save in studio when they leave, it doesn't save what you did, which is why the trophy's not here. Because I did it when King was in, and I left before him. That's why the trophy.
What in the world is going on to Victory Lane?
I don't know.
Tell me.
All right,
I think it's a glitched clip. I thought King.
It was so funny that Ethan literally dies like every
race, yeah.
Every single race.
Goddamn terrorist.
We'll get. Well, I'll wait till.
They're all in here
Oh,
now.
okay, sweet. All right. So we will, David, Michigan. I will get. I'll try to fix Victory Lane, guys. Get the trophy in here. Some legit photos. Right after this, we'll just get interviews out of the way, and then we'll. I don't care.
Yep.
All right.
Stay with us here at Miami
Indeed.
Motor Speedway. Stay with us for post-race interviews and ceremonies for the 25-26 season champion
Indeed.
of Season 7 in the Napa Break Series. Stay with us here on the broadcast.
Let's bring up
And-
David here. You got us, David. Where am I at? Am I flying?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. David, you had a great season here. Very nice to see you win the championship. After everything you've gone through this race, trying to avoid that 15th and final warning, after seeing what happened to Radical, how are you feeling after getting this 25-26 Napa Break Series championship?
Oh, it's incredible, man. I mean, it's not just some championship to me. It's just it describes my life here, and not just Napa, but in real life as well. Last season, back of the pack at your corporation, and just sucking as all hell. But got a refresh, new device, and we've taken off. In front of my Florida homies, my Cuban homeboys, it is incredible. I just can't thank enough the league, the drivers for bringing everything together for this incredible road racing league. I guess to end it off, Michigan, we've had some rough patches, and we've haven't always agreed eye to eye, but I think it's best I do this. Michigan, will you marry me?
Alright, dog.
He's doing it! I told him to do it!
Oh my gosh. And Michigan says yes.
And Michigan says yes, and the crowd goes wild.
What an
Crowd goes
end
wild.
to the season.
What an end. What an end to the 25-26 season. Incredible.
Amen.
Raj, you got any questions for David?
Yeah, Dave.
What is going
I was gonna.
on?
David, I'm just gonna completely ignore that. So yeah, David, just under halfway through this race, you saw what happened with Radical. What were you thinking there when Radical got that 15th warning? This was it just like kind of going together for you? What was going through your mind when that happened?
It was at first it was a huge relief, but then I realized he probably has a way to appeal it, so I just still tried my best out there, and we swept the stages, and then able to finish P3. I mean, sure, the 10 got ahead of me at the end there, but that's that 5-point swing was not going to cut it for him. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, appeals or not, we're still guaranteed this chip. Glad to bring Honda a championship into this great sport. Of course, Dynaco Racing Motorsports, their first championship as well in their first full season. So hopefully this is a sign of great things to come in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great season
Yeah,
for you guys.
Great race out there, and yeah, it's been a great season, and hope you can continue with this kind of enthusiasm and pinkness in the future.
You bet.
All right. Who do we got next? And don't worry, when we reset, David, I will present like usual. I just want to get out of the way first. Got anybody else in VC? I really want to get.
Yeah,
gone.
Radical's right here.
Let's go find Radical.
Radical's on the voice.
Bring me with you. Okay, thank you.
Radical out of the game.
No, he's still here.
Oh, thank you, Russell. All right. Get Radical up here. Is he up here? Radical, you got us?
Yeah.
All right, Radical. Insanely unfortunate end to your season. Granted, the swing may not have been in your favor overall, although still unfortunate to be eliminated by warnings. Although, all that aside, you had a great race, great season. How are you feeling after this loss and just this season in general? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm just excited to get to the Cup Series.
Well, there you go. Positivity. I like it.
Almost better.
Yeah. This round I feel like it all came down to that Charlotte race. Really, just had to climb a hill the rest of the way. And that warning I got there in stage 2, I really do not care about it because it was gonna get appealed. I did absolutely nothing wrong. So like, yeah, we just needed to win that race, but things didn't really go our way. Had to, there's a lot of guys not giving us any breaks, especially Michigan, and some others. Like, I don't know, just don't got many friends on the racetrack. But yeah, the only other thing I could think about, we did everything we could other than stage 1 and 2. Stage 2, we were had a slow stop. For some reason the car just would not get out of the box. It just didn't want to go, but other than that, we were 7 points away from the championship, or I think 13. If even if we won, would have been out by like 3 points. Just yeah, it sucks to be that close, but looking forward to having more time to get better in the Cup Series. Really looking forward to my rookie season up there, and congratulations to David.
Alrighty. I love the positivity. I was expecting you to be, pretty upset over that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You had a great season. I think you had the most starts to any D2 driver. I could be wrong. So great season for me, Radical. Mirage, you got anything to add on?
No.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Radical. Appreciate your off season. What else we got up here? I think we have an interview with Adi and Russell. Russell's car's down. Russell's car, but no. Oh, there it is.
Interview Nick.
Oh yeah, let's.
Nick's not even in here. Next on the voice chat.
Rainbow with you.
Oh, okay. Well, interview Tom.
I didn't join. I guess I can interview in place of him.
All
I
right,
mean,
that works. See if he can get in here. I don't know. All right, let's do Russell in the meantime. Russell, go to your car.
I'm having to walk all the way over there.
I feel bad. I really forgot to do Nick. I'm so used to doing the winner, and I don't know. I picked off of.
Oh, he is. Both of them are winners.
Yeah. Alrighty, Russell up here. Alrighty, Russell. You had a decent race. Not the best we've seen from you, but still a decent race. You had your moments of good driving. So Russell, you are switching to a different number next season. Not going to be racing you're not going to be racing the 48 next season. Going to be going to the 66, remaining on Bear Motorsports and the Napa Break Series. So with the result of the season, especially since the playoffs started, with how good you've been driving, how do you feel about going into next season?
Oh man, that's a good question. Honestly, this is gonna be a fun one. I'm telling you right now. New number. It's the number I've been familiar with. I've driven it before in my rookie season. Yeah, and then like with the playoff run, although it wasn't the best that I hoped it would be, it was still pretty good. I'm very much glad that I got my first win at Elwood. Although I wish it could have been
A
during the
wreck
regular
fest.
season.
Yeah.
But
Hate that.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for next season. I'm hoping, like, with the increased amount of potential wins I could get, and with the speed that we've been showing for the past few days, or past few weeks, I should say, we could be able to, compete for wins and maybe a championship. I just need to clean up some of the mistakes, try to learn the track more, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, Mirage, you got anything?
Nope.
Alrighty. Thank you, Russell, for the interview. Good luck next season.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, now we can get to Nick. Nick is in here now. Very good. I love this victory. Best by car.
Oh, it's actually very nice.
He's with I'm assuming the Craven ladies. I don't know. I don't know.
Craven ladies. Now these are the big booty Latinas right here, dog. I keep forgetting I'm on air, so I got to keep myself regulated.
Yeah.
But like Nick, we be eating their.
Oh
Oh my god!
I love my team owner.
Oh,
Do not give him a mic ever again,
my
bro.
team
Do not
owner
let him speak
never
ever
me.
again, brother.
oh my gosh.
My team owner, just another me.
Anyway, Nick, so you had a great race. You really came alive here in the end, especially. You've had a great season. We've seen you really stretch fuel and tires throughout the year. After Miami and going into next season, what's your outlook on how this season went and how do you want next season to go?
This season I wasn't supposed to get this far. I retired mid-season.
Yeah.
I didn't show up to at least a third of the races. And then I show up one week and or after that, and like, okay, I got free time. Let's do this. And I run a reserve race or whatever. And I'm able to show up the next weekend. Okay, now I think I need to be signed full time. And then from there, kept showing up and kept putting in good races. Got me here. When I did even what's the road course? Not
Saskatchewan?
that we ran. Saskatchewan, I believe that's it. It was in the regular season. I'm unsure if that's the right one.
I don't.
Either there was a road course. I was running there. I didn't think I was gonna make the playoffs, and I, in such a odd way, I had been telling people I will not be in the playoffs, so don't race me like someone you'd want to mess around with.
Yeah.
Right. And then I end up here. And I move on each round. It's It's a great thing. Next season though, I have no plan set in stone.
I was gonna say, I believe
Right.
you were thinking about retirement.
I'm not gonna say retirement. But I have no set plans and not a whole lot of interest right now to return. There's a whole lot of better things I can do, but this is just something to pass the time, get me
Yep.
through my days.
Well, you got through your day today, for
if the
sure.
right, 100%. If the right offer pops up, at any given time, or if I take a reserve role at any team, that's one thing. But I can't see myself making another championship run in any series again. Not here.
Well, I believe that's all I got for you. So congratulations on winning the Craven Engines 400. Again, great race from you. Really good speed. And I know you and Torino are gonna have.
Yeah, I got a quick question, if you don't mind, real
Yeah.
quick. I'm seeing word that it's a possibility that the title might be stripped from David from a higher up. That there's a possibility. I'm just hearing rumors. Seeing rumors.
I'm gonna say right now, no. I don't care.
I'm not gonna dig too deep into that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I've been let known of a rule that he might have broke, but I'm unsure. It's
I don't know what it would have been. I don't know.
I know what they're trying to claim.
I don't think it really.
It's
at this point.
Well, it might. If David gets that penalty, he'll be at 15. And if Radical gets his penalty appealed, then he'll be back at 14. But if Radical doesn't get his penalty repealed, then I'd be the champion.
Huh.
So I
We'll see,
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's a hypothetical at this point. So
I just
we'll
noticed,
see where
is
that
that
goes.
Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
You
is
just
Mr.
realized that, dude? Come on,
It's
man.
just real wide.
It's Mr.
Did you
Worldwide.
even notice?
My best friend right here.
I didn't even notice. I was staring at Nick.
Never heard of him? You've never seen him? Okay,
He
I
comes
guess
up with the
I
dog,
didn't
dog.
notice that he had
He
a
comes
name
up
until
with the
This
now.
is like my best friend.
Yeah, this is
Dude,
day one.
I
years.
legitimately
Day one.
didn't notice that he
Have
had
you
a
not
name
seen him?
tag.
Have you not seen him? He's been around.
Bro, he comes up before the dog, dude. How do you not know him? How have you not noticed him?
All right. Well,
He's been through some tough times. He's been there, done that.
I guess let's get to our last interview on the night. Toddy, while you're right here, beautiful iRacing car. Toddy up here.
I'm right here.
Alrighty, Toddy. So you had an alright race. You've had a good season with Bear Motorsports. Going to be staying with Bear Motorsports for one more season. Although for season 9, you are confirmed to be going to late night racing into the Napa Break Series. So with that recent news and how the season has gone, what are you looking forward to going into your next couple seasons?
Hopefully during that I can finally get a first win because I've been pretty much been looking for one for a while. I mean, there were some cases where I was actually really close, like at Elwood where Russell got his win, but I mean I was right there in the top 4. But I did have a good run at Homestead. I really liked how Lippman Nick got the competition. I'm sorry, I'm just focusing on that, but I'm really glad Lippman Nick got it. I mean, I met him in another road racing league, which is Nova, but yeah, I'm really glad that he got it since good. He feels like a good friend, not only like a good friend, but a mentor for me, as I dare say that.
Yeah. Oh, you've had a great season for Bear Motorsports. Come alive here a little bit. So, yeah, 2 more seasons guaranteed for you. We got people on fire and stuff going on.
People on fire and dogs being ridden. That is a great segue to end this broadcast.
Well, All right, we're gonna go on a quick intermission here. Back and
Stay with us for
All right.
race activities.
all right. Yes. I'm gonna shut down David, Michigan. Well, if I can get out of free. What the hell is? There we go. All right. You guys, I don't know if the victory lane thing's fixed. It should be, I'm assuming. Well, it's the idea I had to fixing the victory lane. So, just rejoin. Championship trophy should be there. Just do not touch it. Ready. Yeah, don't touch. Play car. Okay, so it is that issue. So the trophy should be pick upable, by the way, David. So, all right, I know the issue with the cars now, or with the victory lane. It just needs to not be in decoration. Oh yeah. I will back in just a moment. Yeah, that's why. It's because it was a decoration. Well, but at least we know for sure. Stand on side Michigan here. Yeah, you can stand there. Back. My mic was unmuted that whole time on OBS. I thought I muted it. Anyway, welcome back. This will be the conclusion of the stream here, but as the founder and owner of the Napa Auto Parts Racing Association, I am here to present number 64 Honda Accord driver of David with the Season 7 Napa Break Series Championship Trophy. David, you may hoist
You stand
the
in place,
trophy.
Michigan.
I believe you should be able to pick it up. Yeah, there you go. The first driver to win the custom trophy.
Why is it holding it like?
I don't know. It's always been that way. Fantastic championship here for David. Great for Michigan and Dynaco. Raj, bling up with that chain.
Someone's gonna snatch it. I'm telling you.
No, we ain't in Maryland no more.
So here we are in Bidgery.
I got
Bidgery, oh my god! Bidgery! BGE Victory
Victory
Lane
Lane, are we serious?
for the final time.
For the final time in Season 7, we present to you the BG Victory Lane for the 25-26 championship. The champion of the Napa Breaks Series, Season 7, David.
Indeed.
Have your trophy, mate. Like you're a statue.
Put a screenshot here.
Oh yeah, Ford. I got a picture by the way. Don't worry about that. Everything.
Alrighty, thank you everybody for watching tonight's stream. It was a long one. We are at nearly 2 hours. Just gonna be a little bit short. So thank you guys for watching tonight. David is your champion in the Napa Break Series Season 7, 25, 26, whatever you want to call it. And we'll be back here tomorrow night, same time as always, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, March 1st, for the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series Champion. Thank you guys for watching.